Hey Naturalistas, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be speaking about which way is better for going natural, big chop or transition. So someone actually reached out to me on Twitter. Her name is Amira Adams at IAM_KMiri, and she says, "Hi Gabriella, my name is Amira. Just saw a couple of your YouTube videos and I really appreciate what you're doing. I hope that your channel prospers and that you get everything that you would like from that experience." Thank you so much, girl. Not a lot of natural hair YouTubers on our little island. Anyhow, so with all this being said, I'd really appreciate it if you could possibly talk about your hair transitioning process from relaxed on your channel. I'm currently in that process and I would really appreciate a few tips. I bet a lot of other young women like myself can relate to being in this place where you're totally over maintaining straight hair and just really being ready to wholly accept every part of themselves. So as some of you guys know, I actually started with a lot of natural hair maintenance for beginners. So I decided to put a little twist on this video and compare the big chop to transitioning. And what does that even mean to begin with? So big chop refers to when you have straightened, relaxed, permed, whatever you want to call it, processed hair, and you just can't stand it anymore and you just want to go natural one time. You just don't care. You could rock a bald head, as you. So you just shave off all your hair and you start from the beginning to grow your natural hair. That's a big chop. Transition, on the other hand, is if you're not too sure what to expect and you let your natural hair grow out, and then after some months, or for some people years, which to me looks ridiculous, they would go ahead and chop off their hair or gradually chop off their hair until they have some length on it and basically transition over a period of time from processed hair to natural hair. So I actually have the privilege, I guess, of seeing both sides, and I will share that with you. The first time that I went natural, I was 19 and I went to my hairdresser and I was like, listen, this is the last time that I'm going to straighten my hair, so just be prepared for me to be cutting off my hair and transitioning to natural. And she was actually really excited about it. She wanted me to do a whole bunch of crazy stuff. So because I knew it was the last time that I would have straight hair and I was going to cut it off anyway, because obviously you can't hold on to that when you're growing your natural hair, I decided to do whatever. So I dyed my hair. Well, actually I bleached it first. It was like platinum blonde. And I dyed it blue, green, yellow, like actual yellow, not even blonde, actual yellow. I think red somewhere in there, and I was just snipping it off over a period of time. I think it was a period of 9 months that I was fully transitioning until the point where I just came down to a fro hawk and I started to grow out my natural hair from there. For me, the whole thing about transitioning is that, one, I didn't want to be completely bald because that's scary to me. I cannot imagine myself bald. Listen. No. That's what we're not going to do. And then secondly, I really didn't know what to expect with my hair texture. I didn't know if it was going to be super kinky or if it was going to be curly or what. I honestly didn't know what to expect. And I was still kind of surprised because I have different textures all over my hair. And but I'm glad that I started to embrace it. When it was coming in, I started to transition to more natural products because the products I used to use on my straight hair wasn't nurturing and nourishing my natural hair. So I actually had to transition products and learn how to deal with my new texture. which is wrap it up at night, make sure to moisturize in a certain way. You have to spray your hair with water all of a sudden before you moisturize. Like, what is that even about? But it allowed me to fall in love with my hair over a period of time, to the point where me cutting off the straight parts of my hair was like, okay, I can let this go. This part of me is gone, and now I am allowing myself to be who I truly am with my natural hair. And it's not just something that would happen for me. I feel like this is something that has happened with anybody who has transitioned from having processed, relaxed, straightened hair to natural. You just feel more like yourself. You're not pretending to be somebody you're not. You're actually allowing yourself to be your own beauty standard in a sense, and it's just so amazing. So anyway, on the flip, I also did the big chop, and that would have been after the whole bruhaha. And I just didn't want to be bald, so I did not cut off my hair one time, and I waited probably about 2 months, and then whip swaps, cut that off. I didn't even care that my hair was short. I honestly find I look very cute with short hair. Sometimes I contemplate cutting off this hair into a short fro hawk and just rocking that. But I like my length. But I feel like there's some bridge that people could come to, which is that same thing that I did, which is you don't chop it off all at once. You let it grow out for a little bit so you get a little bit of length, and then cut it. So in a sense, it's kind of like a big chop because you don't have a lot of hair, but you have just enough to probably put in braids or cane row, or as the people in the States say, cornrow. You have enough to cornrow your hair so that you can put in some weave, some tracks. And by using these protective styles, it allows your hair to grow as well. So based on my experience, I would recommend you also look at your own experience and what you're going through to see which is best for you. If you're someone who's just fed up of having straight hair and you're ready to make the jump and you don't care how bald you are because you fierce and you could pull off looks, you go ahead and do your big chop. But if you're somebody who wants to gradually learn about how to take care of natural hair and how to maintain a regimen and also to see what your curl pattern is, then I would recommend transitioning. So it really is up to you, whatever your position is. But at the end of the day, once you're getting to the end point, which is being natural, I of course fully support that. Again, you could also achieve the best of both worlds by waiting a short period of time, maybe 2 to 3 months, and then cutting off your hair like a big chop and then putting it in a protective style to get some growth into your hair. And it's kind of like a transition too, because you're transitioning into taking care of your natural hair. So you can also go that route like I did. So tell me, how did you go natural? Did you big chop? Did you transition? Did you kind of transition with a little 2 months and then big chop? Or were you just natural all along? Tell me below in the comments. You know I always love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next week. Later.